What's going on, guys? Arsenal Trap Gaming here, and welcome to the Sinking City. Now, this will be a new series on our channel. It's just released, so it's relatively new, and this will be similar to Call of Cuthulu as far as story-wise, and it's based off of Lovecraft. So you'll see a slight resemblance between the two games, and I'm very excited to get into this. And hopefully, we'll be able to keep up my upload pattern. You know, get more of a schedule going, because obviously it's been yet another 2 months since I last uploaded, and that's gonna have to stop. But as you know, life goes on. Let's just get into the Sinking City. Frosty, welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts, right? It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you there. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Alright, let's dive into it. Here we go. So that's kind of seemed to be our call to action. And so, okay. He seems to be in a rush. What? Alright. Okay. Well, you've got some issues. What? What? So this is what we're going to be dealing with. Okay. So I guess, was he a part of like the Navy or the Army or... Okay. Okay. So this is what you're dealing with. Well, they weren't wrong about the sinking city, were they? So this is Oakmont, huh? And down you go. What? I'm really confused with what's happening here. Okay, I guess we're in the real world now. Well, that's an interesting symbol in the back. I'm not sure what that is. Did I just say symbol? Oh, okay. So we get a submachine gun, some rounds. We get, what else do we have? Okay. So we're on the Sharon or something ship. Might as well. This is a pistol. Just look at it.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Yeah, you will. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I researched the outburst. Oh yeah, we already read that. Alright. Folding camera. Okay. Key evidence collected. Oh, do I just have to hold this open? Or, yeah. Some shells. Shell casings, okay. Some coil springs.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Yeah, say that again. Alright. Nothing we can do in there. Alright, let's head out. So this is the city, huh? Okay. There doesn't appear to be water in the sky, so... Alright, hello?
Now get out!
Alright. Thanks for that, I guess. Press triangle to climb. Okay, there we go.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service.
There he is.
I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me your Highness. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont.
Oh, come on.
Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
This reminds me of Darkwater a lot. About my problem, what's the deal with the city or nice suit?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here.
Yeah, this seems similar to
Oakmont
Darkwater,
is
as
no
you can remember.
ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent
flood?
natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you
Okay.
made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
What do you mean by that?
You
Alright.
said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
Oh, I should have asked about the flood.
Visions have been getting worse.
Yeah.
Such vividness
That's
of
fine.
dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port.
Robert
He has
Throgmorton,
dedicated a lot of
okay.
time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Okay.
Tell me
Let's ask about the
this
flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Okay. Alright, I'm
Fine,
asking him.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Yep.
Don't
Mr.
worry,
Throgmorton.
you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Meaning what? Okay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Devil's Reef Hotel?
Sounds charming.
Don't
Yes.
judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Okay, so
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
alright.
You're too
Well,
kind, Johannes.
Yeah.
Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Interesting. Dang, there's just so much dialogue in this game. I could ask what he does here. I guess I'll do that.
Your days, Mr. Vanderberg.
Huh.
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really
Okay.
have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Alright. And I'm gonna ask one more thing, yeah.
Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me.
That's it
I
for
do.
now, I think.
I've played enough
Thanks
Call of
for helping.
Cthulhu to know what to do.
No, no.
Yeah,
The
these games are
pleasure
so
was
similar.
mine, Mr.
That like the setup and everything.
Before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Okay. Thanks for that then. Alright, so now I have the map available. Okay, so this is the map of Oakmont. So we've got Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells, the Advent, Old Grove, Coverside, and Red Heights. Interesting. So over here at the Advent seems to be like the middle of Oakmont. So we've got the city hall, the university. Over here we've got, over at Coverside, we've got the Chronicle Police Department. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot there. Here's Devil's Reef, and we've got Hospital and the Asylum, which I know we're going to be there eventually, just like Riverside, and it's not going to be pretty. but something will draw us there. Here's the city port, which is where we're gonna need to go. Oh no, that might be a ship right there. And we're over here. The Sharon. Key evidence collected. Okay, so we've got an inventory. We've got 2 weapons. We have a submachine gun and a pistol, which we already covered. We've got first aid kit, which is good to know that we have that. So we can go into skills. So we can trapper, ankle biter, interesting. So this is like trapping, I'm assuming. Combat proficiency is what this is, and then this is like gunsmanship, I guess. Gunslinger, almost vigor. I have a knowledge point that I could use. So this is like extra clips, unnatural recovery. So there's a bunch of things we can do here, and this is mind, absolute clarity, smart packing. Okay, well, we'll figure that out eventually. I'm not going to get into that yet. So we have a lore. That's interesting. Correspondence, documents, bestiary, and mythos. Casebook, frosty welcome. So we have the key to our hotel room key, and that's just about it. Alright, let's just get into this. Oh, and one more thing. We have the Mind Palace. Alright, I don't like that doll in the bottom corner. Yeah, what are you looking at? Alright, so where, oh, it has like the little, yeah, that's where we were. We need to get to the harbor, so I'm gonna need to mark that on the map, or the port, I mean. Okay, mark that. So the port is this way. Alright, well, they weren't kidding about a flood, because this place looks washed up like dark water. Let's head over here. Yeah, it doesn't look like much we can do here. About over here. Everything's all boarded up. Desolate. Police line, do not cross. Lifeboat. What is that a snorkeling helmet? Alright, what's here?
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Alright. This is the Titania. What's this? Albert Thorgmorton's will. Oh, okay. I hope someone will find this. My name is Albert Thorgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you. Don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. Okay, so I'm assuming some of this has been scratched out. We shouldn't have ever done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor Unreadable. I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on. In the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father he's here. Well, that's very reassuring. It's very settling. Okay, so
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
I do not like that, and that reminds me of Call of Cuthulu, that's for sure.
Something with this helmet gives me
Okay,
chills.
yeah. Alright. I actually thought we could pick this up. Okay, that reminds me of, what was it, like the Leviathan or whatever, his essence in particular. So I'm guessing in the bottom right hand or left hand corner. Alright, so now we've got sea armadillos, or whatever these are. Oh yeah, good, gutted shark. Okay, well, let's find the port. This guy's dressed rather nicely.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No
He looks
one
like a
leaves the port
gorilla.
until my son is found, and that is final.
Who is he? Robert Thorgmorton. Alright.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am. Not
Throgmorton.
interested. Go away.
The
What-
name's Charles
what-
Reed.
what happened to
I'm a
him?
private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say?
He's like a gorilla. I'm not even lying. Look at this.
Perhaps we
No,
can
he's
help
Thanos,
each
dude.
other.
He's Thanos with hair. Okay. What happened to your
If I may
son? I
ask,
need to know
what
about that.
happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well,
I'm
like
very
I said,
curious.
I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. He even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
My gosh.
Malarkey.
Wow.
I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
Okay. Now I need to know about these visions.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Interesting. Alright, well, I want to ask him, I want to know about the
Take
Innsmouthers.
it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Okay.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big sticking pile of trouble.
Okay. I'm not gonna go there, really. I mean, yeah, I don't want to offend him, but do I go here? I feel like I'm gonna get beat if I. Yeah, I'm just
Mr.
not gonna.
Throgmorton,
Yeah.
let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
It does, but
You have a point, newcomer.
okay. I really don't want to get beat, so.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
Okay, that's good to
see.
know.
Thank you.
Good to know.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Tay,
Yeah.
did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Okay,
Clearly,
interesting.
something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay, I would like to go see that. Okay, we already saw the lifeboat, so we already know that. So I'm gonna ask about the house.
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of you.
Interesting.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Yeah, I really.
Find my son,
I'm curious, but
newcomer, and be
I don't
quick
want to get
about
on his
it.
bad side. Something about me just throws him off. Or throws me off, not throws him off. Alright, so fisherman's house right here. Yep. And apparently we can just run into the door and it opens it. Okay, we have a flashlight. I don't know if we have unlimited battery or what. Okay, well there's some cut up fish, a knife. Can we pick up this knife? Be useful if we could, but does not appear so. Okay, that's a bloodbath being prepared with fish all over it. Octopus. There's a bunch of guts all around. Yeah, obviously something did something to destroy this wall. Otherwise, that wouldn't be so broken up, I suppose. What's in here? So there's like, okay,
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
for real. Alright, what's in here? Nothing. Can we open these? Probably can't. Let's look around some more. What's in here? Oh, yeah, gotta hold down on that. Some shell casing, gunpowder, and metal scraps. Interesting. Alright.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Alright. Appears we've looking at everything we can in there. Yeah. This fisherman had a strange house if this was his. Okay. What is
It would
this?
take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
We will see.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing.
Okay.
Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar.
I get this. Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
The sinking
My
city,
name's
the
Will.
flood,
Will
maybe.
Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Here. Okay. Where are the others?
Where are
Yeah.
all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
I'm gonna ask who
Who's
Kay
this
is.
Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, didn't know.
Okay.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Sounds very familiar to Darkwater, so I'm assuming that this is Paul.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He
Okay.
was beaten to a pulp.
What's happening? Okay. This is kind of... Whoa. Oh, Oh, okay, so that little thing on my bottom left, that's my sanity, maybe? So I think the red is my health, and the blue is sanity.
I'm
Okay.
surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Why? Okay. Okay, we got a knife here.
Never seen knives like this before.
A cult symbol.
Masterful work.
Good to know.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Same as Darkwater. Mind's Eye. Okay. What has to do with this? This is like a stopwatch, I'm assuming? Or what are we looking for here? Can't seem to find anything. Let's take a look at our lore. Okay. Documents. Albert, okay, we already have his in there. Casebook. Frosty Welcome. So we still have the hotel room key, Robert's request, so we gotta find the son. And Will Hammond's testimony. Will Hammond's a fisherman, lives with... Oh, okay, see what I mean. We have to find the truth, basically. Okay. Okay, let's look at our mind place. Throgmorton's Innsmouth feud. Okay. One fisherman is missing. Albert returned unstable. And sudden psychotic outbreak, which is... Okay. So I'm so a bit confused on what this means. I'm gonna look at this, but I'll look at it one more time. But I don't see anything. We want to come back like this resumes. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Okay, so apparently we can use something called the Mind's Eye, which is something that we could use on this thing. Use Mind's Eye whenever you see distortion in the corners of the screen and hear a ringing sound. It may reveal images of the past, illusions, omens, or tracks that are otherwise invisible. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so earlier it said we can use the bottom arrow to activate the Mind's Eye. Okay, well that drains our sanity a little bit, takes our sanity down. So we're gonna need to find something. Okay, what? Okay. Thanks for that then. So that must be... Hold on a second. So... a void just opened up. I'm assuming this is... Okay. No, we don't need the Mind's Eye for this. So that would be follow the omen. So we have to... Okay, so this is going to be... basically reconstructing scene. Let's call this... I don't... Okay, let's try this. Okay, so here we are. Back in the room when it first happened.
Take this, ape face.
Okay, I'm assuming he's talking to Throgmorton, maybe? Okay, let's take a look around.
Yeah, run!
Alright. Something over here to discover. Whoa, okay.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
So this is what happened first, I'm assuming. So this little exorcist looking thing happened first. What's here? This is number 2.
Take this, ape face.
Okay, that's number 2. Have it second. Okay. This third.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself.
Okay.
He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is weird. Okay, so we have some more evidence collected. Let's take a look at mine place. Albert attacked the fishermen. So he attacked them and spread his visions upon them. Okay. Albert Throgmorton attacked the fishermen at their house as soon as he regained consciousness. Okay, that's a lot to take in. It's a lot to do right now. Okay. Okay, what else can we do?
Choo choo.
Alright. What is it? It's still talking about the mines place. I do not need to do that. Mine place. Still keeps saying I need to combine clues to make deductions. Okay. So, sudden psychotic outbreak. Okay. Albert returned unstable. And then no. One fisherman is missing. Nope. Albert attacked them. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Okay. Good to know. Let's look at more of our clues. So then, okay, anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of Throgmortons. At the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Interesting. And our last clues. Albert fled and wounded. One fisherman is missing. I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural senses. So you have supernatural senses? Why didn't you talk about that earlier? Oh, okay. Then he fled when wounded. That's it. Alright. Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide you away to follow them as evidence. Okay. Okay, can look in here. Find in here metal scrap, that's it. Through here. Okay, this way. I'm also noticing that we took some damage falling from there. Okay, so this is a bullet.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Interesting. Alright, I really like these type of games, obviously, playing Call of Cuthulu myself. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff going on here. Okay, they go this way. It leads us this way. They're still coming. Okay, what's this on this wall over here?
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, well, now I need to figure out maybe a way to get up there, or do we just continue down this way, or... what do I do? Do I go this way? No, it still leads me the same way. Oh, right, I can climb, I forgot. Let me climb this really quick. Alright. Now we're up. I'm gonna let my sanity return a little bit. Let's get into this. Okay, so they ran this way. Or Albert ran this way. Okay. So in here. Warehouse. This is what it looks like normally. Okay. still need to check in at the hotel, really. But I just need to. I'm following this case right now. Did I not find anything in there?
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstain note. Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly, with the fuzz snooping around about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal. With the proper people, and should have a steady supply of channels soon. Just one more week, and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. Interesting. Is that how we can get out of this?
And the blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Okay. Let me climb up here really quick. Can I get in there? I guess not. Get down. Guess I climb this. What do I do? I'm stuck. Oh, I broke the sinking city. Completely, or reload my last save, so I'm gonna have to do this small part over again. It's just I gotta remember not to climb on the boxes, because that breaks the game. Okay, here we are. Finally. Okay. Here we found the blood.
And the blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Okay. Let's not climb up there next time, or this time. Alright, I'm gonna take a look around really quick and see if I can find anything. What's in here? Got some gunpowder. Okay, can't get down there. Like I need to go, okay, I guess I need to go to the basement then. Can I see anything down here? Okay. Something in here. Padlocks, okay. Gonna need to work with padlocks just like Call of Cuthulu. Weak planks. It can be broken with shot or melee attack. Okay, I might try melee on that. I don't want to waste a bullet. Forgot you could do a melee attacks, but let's look at combat. If you are padlocks, yeah. If you are crouched, hostiles are less likely to attack you. What is that picture? Okay. Enemies may harm your sanity as well as health. Some enemies, okay, I don't really have to worry about that yet. But I'm just gonna have to walk up to this padlock.
The door won't budge.
So I've broken the padlock with R1 and I've been awake and what the? Oh, what am I? So I broke the padlock with R1, which I did not realize was melee attack, and I know now. And there's something behind that door, and there's also something hung to something else. Okay, that thing's behind the door. What is that? Oh. Okay. What is this thing? What was that? Wait, is there another one?
One fatal round through the forehead.
It's Albert.
That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Ooh, that's not good. Albert was murdered. So we have key evidence collected. Oh, there's another gutted shark. All evidence is collected. Okay, it's good to know. There's another one on the ground. Kill it. Oh, I guess it's already dead. Yeah. It's good to know, but how did that one die too, is my question. Okay, that fight damaged my sanity. So I'm gonna get out of here. See ya. Oh, now we get to tell Mr. Throgmorton his son was murdered. Great. That's gonna go over well. Okay, so let's take a look at our mine place now. We can put some stuff together. Albert was murdered. Lewis left the crime scene. No. Here. Lewis left the crime scene. There it is. Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis and the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now let's go tell Mr. Throgmorton his son was killed. You can also sprint, by the way. It doesn't even tell you the controls, so I just had to look at it myself. And now I see what you can do. Okay. Alright, let's go tell him. This is gonna go over great. Here we are. My game just froze.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Okay, there we go.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No. I don't believe it. No.
Sorry for your loss.
Condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
So these are the kind of people. Do I tell him? I'm gonna talk to him first.
Exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay, so that's gonna be a problem. So what we're gonna run into now is, I think we're gonna have to do some shady business with some people under the keel. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, we already saw that. So there's the bar. I guess we'll just go ahead and visit the bar really quick. Of course, the door's right here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Okay. That's not great.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Okay, well obviously this is affecting everyone.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Drock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So,
Okay.
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around, like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
But
Alright, that's all I need. So now we have the key. So he said Lewis would be up here. And he would be in here.
Hey, who are you?
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Charles
What?
Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down.
Okay,
Anyone
well,
speak
so now
for
there's
now.
apes and
But no, if you reach
Fish
for your gun,
humans?
you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right.
okay.
Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Yeah, okay. So,
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
okay.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed
Oh,
a
I
place
see what
to
this
stay.
is.
The
Okay.
Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine.
So they're the Innsmouthers?
The city denied it all.
Interesting.
So,
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
what kind of...
I'm gonna see this.
Why do you... Your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I
No.
look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea.
Okay.
You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
ask what a
mentioned
grand family
grand
is.
family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition, reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Interesting. Okay.
The things you did to Albert
Yeah.
don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
Okay, that's it. That's all I need to know.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I will not tell him. I feel like
there's been an outbreak of madness around these parts.
I don't want
I'm
to.
inclined
I don't
to
know.
believe you fell victim to it too.
I just kind of feel bad for him. I'm not sure.
It seems heartless to tear apart a family after what you've been through already.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
That said, the port's still closed. What will you do?
Hide here, I guess. Don't have a choice. The streets are flooded with police.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton. Leave as soon as you can.
Thank you again, sir. I won't forget this.
Okay, so that kind of, I don't know. I've set myself up in a really weird position there. I don't know, I kind of felt bad for him.
Get them! Oh.
Alright. So, I feel bad. I felt really bad for him. Maybe it's the wrong call. Now I have to make up some lie to Throgmorton. I have to do a bunch of things. This barrier or whatever is the entrance to the Devil's Reef, so no, we can't get around you. Okay, let's talk to you.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton.
Okay.
Back off.
So now we need to go tell Throgmorton. I mean, we need to do it anyway that his son was murdered, but now we need to. We either. How are we gonna do this? Because I don't want to. I forgot that guy's name now. But I don't want to throw him under the bus because I kind of feel for him. So. And my game froze. Oh, never mind, not anymore. So, do I tell him? What do I do?
I tracked the murderer down.
Yep.
He was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. You must ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beasts.
Wild beasts,
Something
what they're
must
called.
be
Interesting.
done with those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Which standpoint? Because technically it's both. Which standpoint do we want to take?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Okay. Geological expedition?
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
As your son, maybe? Is that what that little life raft is, or little boat about? I will ask if there's links between vision and hysteria in a minute. I'm gonna ask you that.
Flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Okay.
Has your expedition found
Ask
anything?
this really quick.
Do not know. Albert is...
Yeah, I figured.
Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Okay. The murder and the expedition, I'm gonna ask you.
Cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well.
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Wow. This
Do
is
you
pretty
think your son
serious.
was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna. Well, we'll do that later. But I want to. Yeah, I'll
What
stop
about my
payment now.
expenses?
Yeah.
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port.
Okay.
I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Interesting.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you
Okay.
can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Okay. So now we have a bunch of things to do, but I do not believe that he's not opened the hotel area up yet, so we can't really do anything. Throgmorton, the port is now open to us. So let's see what we can get done here. So obviously the main objective, what was that music for? More visions? Or is it this time? What? American freedom. Beer can. What? Whoa. What is that? Is this our hotel room now? Okay, that was a really weird vision there. So is that another beast we're gonna have to fight? Because I hope not. Okay, Lost at Sea. Robert Throgmorton's. Okay. So I think this is where we'll call today's episode, guys. The next segment that we're going to be diving into is, of course, Lost at Sea. So we're going to be going further into the investigation of what they found underneath the surface in the ocean in particular. And we know that there's already some dark things on the surface, so underneath is going to be very disturbing. I don't say so myself. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Arsenal Trav Gaming, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.